All right, guys, this is a story of a married couple. All right, met many years ago, and they met at a party, and apparently things were supposed to go pretty well for them. So, bear with me if my my reading isn't the best on this. Okay, so my name is Chris. I'm 32, been married to my wife Jen, 28 for 5 years. Hey, congrats. We met at a friend's party 7 years ago. I was really shy and she gave me a chance to show and prove who I was. We hit it off that night. Exchanged phone numbers and we were talking ever since. Now, I know everyone is allowed to have friends. That's true. That's true. But her friends told me to be careful, and she is known to hide stuff and deny it until proven. Oh, crap. But, that's normally the way it works anyway, unless you can find someone who's 100% honest that will just go ahead and show you her phone and say, yeah, I'm not cheating. I've never had a problem with it. I always show my phone like, there's nothing in it. So we started dating 6 months after we met. We went to the mall, food court, and she was constantly texting with someone and smiling. I would ask, what is that all about? She would say, oh, my friend Derek sent me a joke. I asked to see it. She said, why? It's no big deal. Really? You're not going to show it? She would put her phone away. I asked, well, is it so wrong for me seeing the joke, or can you at least read it out to me? She goes, don't worry about it. Let's just enjoy lunch. Really? That's a red flag. I would have gotten up and said, look, if you're not gonna be honest with me, we're over. Just plain and simple, we're gonna be over. Well, that ruined my appetite knowing that she was hiding something. So that night she called me and said that she had to go out for a bit. Little did I know that she was going to go see that guy. But I had to try and show trust, right? So at this point in time, they're dating, right? So and they're living apart. So, well, she did cheat on me that night with a guy she met at the beach. Clearly, that's Derek, right? She called me the next morning all peachy and stuff, but her bestie told me that she was next door at her friend's place and could hear, the heavy breathing and moaning and she seen my wife go up to the house. Now, I clearly went up to the house before that happened, right? But this is the way the story came in. She went to go see who was there being noisy, and through the cracks in the window, she was able to see him on top of her naked in the bedroom. You get the idea. For some odd reason, I let that go. Just because I was in love with her and gullible. The gullibility will get in the way of anything like that, man. Like, I've been cheated on so many times, it's unbelievable, and I let it all go too, because I just felt like that she was the one, even though she cheated. Fast forward to a year ago, our sex life was okay, but something was just off. Gee, go figure, she was cheating. She wasn't the same. She told me that she was no longer talking to that guy, but it was a lie. When she went to go take a shower, his message popped up and said, are we game for tonight? Does he know you had a pregnancy scare? Oh, frig. My heart stopped, knowing now she was having unprotected with this guy and still seeing him. He went on to say, you need to tell him that we are engaged and trying to have a child. Ouch. Oh, right there, I would have thrown the phone at her and said, what the hell is this? We, at that point, okay, I'm supposed to say, well, at that point, I put the phone back as she was ending her shower. She could see the still look on my face. She asked, what is wrong? I said, oh, don't worry. Just a phone call from a scammer. Yeah, you are being scammed, dude. Well, clearly. So she continued to say, just to give you a heads up, I am going out for the night and will not be back until late morning. I asked, where are you going? She said, I'm going to Stacy's for a girls' night. Of course, I knew the truth. I said, okay, but why don't you just stay home tonight and we can enjoy our time together and do stuff that couples do? But she expressed she doesn't want that. So 6 p.m. came around, she put on perfume and makeup. I looked at her, why do you need perfume and makeup to go to a friend's place? She said that she felt like wearing it. Odd, very odd, that doesn't happen. So as she left, I contacted her friend next door to that guy. Her and I met 15 minutes after my wife left. Of course, we are recording everything. She had her recording device going, and I had mine. I parked 5 car lengths down so she wouldn't see me. We managed to get around the walls of the house and looked into the wall. Initially, there was nothing going on. They were just sitting on the couch. Okay, no big deal. But fact is, she's still there. She still lied to you. That's still cheating. Then he said something to her, put his arm around her. She snuggled up to him, and then he kissed her. Oh, boy. It got pretty romantic with the actions. He ended up leaning against her, and she went back first into the couch. Now, what I did not mention is that she is wearing a miniskirt. Oh, geez, there's just an open door policy for that kind of a situation. So as we are recording this, what he was doing I can't say on here, but man, her expressions I've never seen. They ended up having it right there on the couch. Good God, seeing your wife doing that? Man, oh man. So the friend and I looked at each other, disgusted. She went home, and so did I. Apparently, she texted my wife telling her that she seen and heard everything that happened. My wife pleaded for me not to know about the affair. So I texted her and said, I told her to get her butt home right now. It's important for our marriage. Well, not even 10 minutes later, she rushed in the door and said, what is wrong? What's going on? I said, sit down, shut up, and listen. And she did. I said, I know you were not with your friend tonight. I know where you were. Her face went pale white. I said, come clean now, or else you will be sleeping elsewhere tonight. But you are not going back to him. So she said, I don't know what you're talking about. So I told her, sit down beside me. So she did. I played the video, and her mouth just dropped, and she started crying. She goes, then I showed her the other video from the other angle. She was crying and said, I am sorry. I don't know what came over me. Please do not leave me or divorce me. I said, well, your text messages indicate that you are trying to have his child. She immediately said, okay, I will text him and tell him to stay away if you promise to not divorce me. I looked at her and said, you have already made your bed and lied in it with him. Please sign here. She said, no way. I am not letting you divorce me. I have nowhere to go. I told her, you should have thought about that before cheating. Now, sign the papers, or I will go do a solo, and I don't give a damn where you go, but it will not be here. She did tell him she can't see him anymore. She made a massive mistake continuously. She showed me the texting. I let her stay a few nights. She did try continuously to get romantic with me, but I wasn't interested. That night, that last day, 3 days later, her stuff was packed, and I told her, oh, you go. Go find another guy who doesn't mind being cheated on. She did leave, but she would not stop texting me. 6 months later, the divorce was granted, and I found out that she was actually 4 months pregnant by that guy. I have now moved on, being single for a while, not ready to be very ready for dating. I am seriously afraid of being cheated on again. Thanks for reading this for me. I'll keep in touch if anything changes. Dude, you shouldn't even given her a chance to begin with, man. She cheated once. She's always going to be a cheater. A cheater's always a cheater no matter what. I don't care what your situation is. Sounds like you didn't do anything wrong. But it just sounds like that she wanted to basically have more spiciness, in her sex life. And if she's not happy from the get-go with what you've got, how you're equipped, or how you do it, if she's got more experience and she wants more out of it, maybe she should have given you an opportunity to prove more. You know what I mean? But otherwise, yeah, man, like you seriously got to stay away from that kind of crap. Like women, whether you're a man or a woman, okay, either way, if you're going to cheat, why not get the hell out of the relationship before cheating instead of hurting anyone? Because when you're hurting your spouse, you're hurting yourself at the same time, knowing that you're going to have a bad reputation. So, But thanks for your story, dude. I really appreciate it, and I wish you luck. And if you could ever give me an update of what your situation is with her or anyone else, I'll really appreciate it if you let me know so I can let everybody else know. Take it easy, dude. Stay single for a while. Test the markets or whatever you're gonna do. Go work out. Drink beer with the guys. Whatever. Have a blast, man. Like Jesus Christ, you're young. I'm 50. You know. Go out there and have some fun while you can, because life is too damn short to be worrying about this kind of shit. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I gotta go in here, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share, and I will talk to you all later.